My name is Lisa, and I live happily with my husband Noah. We have a good relationship with my in-laws, and we visit their house occasionally to check on them. One day, as usual, I brought some gifts and visited them. Hello. Oh. Mom and Dad, you both seem a bit tired today, aren't you?
Oh, Lisa dear, it's nothing really.
Yes, yes. Don't worry about us. We're fine.
These are my in-laws. Usually, they keep their house very tidy, but on this day, they seemed tired and there were unwashed dishes everywhere. My mother-in-law usually washes the dishes right away, but this time she didn't, and the house looked a bit messy. I sensed they were hiding something, and as I was putting the gifts in the fridge, I noticed. The fridge is empty. Mom, what's going on? There's nothing in the fridge. Shall we go to the supermarket together and do some shopping?
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We just haven't had the chance to go shopping, that's all.
What happened? If there's something wrong, I'm here to listen.
Actually, Ingrid brought Xavier and Sable over.
The mess in the house and kitchen, it's all because of Ingrid's family.
Ingrid, your daughter, right? She hasn't shown up in years, why now?
It's probably because your father-in-law started receiving his pension. They come around every payday.
They came a day early by mistake today and raided the place. They even took all the food we had in the fridge.
So, are you saying you're not shopping to prevent them from taking more tomorrow? If it becomes more troublesome, maybe changing the locks could be an option.
Thanks, Lisa. But she's still our daughter, so we can't really go that far.
Wanting to help, I discussed the situation with Noah when I got home. The next day was the pension payment day, so Noah and I went to check on my in-laws. While we were discussing the situation with them, Ingrid's family arrived. I quickly moved to another room. Then,
I'm hungry, let's order some food, huh?
How about eel to boost our spirits? Oh, sushi sounds good too.
Hey, I want this bag, buy it for me.
I haven't withdrawn any money, so I can't buy it for you.
If you're hungry, order and pay for it yourselves.
Come on, you can use a card or something to pay, right? You're getting money without doing anything, it should be fine, right?
Exactly, what's the problem?
Hey, I'm telling you I want this bag in the picture.
Listen, the pension isn't money for playing around.
That's right. It's for our retirement.
Shall we order from this place?
Yeah, the food was good last time we ordered from there.
Are you listening? I'm talking about the bag I want.
after a while, the food they ordered without permission arrived, but neither Ingrid nor Xavier showed any intention of paying. Reluctantly, my father-in-law paid, but Ingrid's family ate even the portion meant for my in-laws. Once they were full, they left the house in a mess without cleaning up and began preparing to leave. While getting ready to go, Ingrid and her husband said,
"Oh yes. Next week, I've invited some friends over to my house. So, could you prepare some homemade dishes for it?"
What? Why should I prepare it? Ingrid, you should do it.
I'm busy with other preparations. Oh, and make sure to use fancy ingredients, okay? I want something impressive.
Ingrid, you live on Xavier's salary, so keep it within your means. Why should your mother cook for your tea party friends?
Because Mom's cooking looks better on social media.
Indeed, Grandma's generation might be different, but her presentation is really good.
Mother-in-law, your own daughter is asking so nicely, please do it.
I can't just serve delivery sushi or pizza to my guests. That might have been fine in the past, but now, serving homemade dishes shows you do housework and are a good cook. It's like gaining a social advantage.
What kind of advantage is that? Stop involving us in such silly things among parents.
Come on, it's fine. They're your parents, and they should help you out in times like this. Just this once, please cooperate with Ingrid.
Anyway, we can't use the pension money. It's for our living expenses.
That's right. We can help you, so do it yourself.
Then, you won't see your granddaughter Sable anymore. If that's okay with you, do as you please.
After saying such things, Ingrid's family left. Returning from the other room, I shared a plan with my in-laws that Noah and I had been considering for some time. My in-laws agreed to this plan. Then, on the day Ingrid invited guests to her house. Instead of my busy in-laws, Noah and I went to Ingrid's family's house. When we arrived,
Why are you two here?
"We're here in place of your mother-in-law, so today it's us who have come. We'd like to say hello, may we come in for a bit?
It wouldn't be nice to turn away guests who've brought food, right?
Noah and I entered the living room and greeted Ingrid's friend, Greta, and her son, Ulysses. Then, it was time for Ingrid to take out the dishes she had supposedly prepared. Ingrid, with a smug smile.
These are the homemade dishes I made. Hope they match the occasion.
Wait, these bags are all empty.
Is this supposed to be the homemade meal?
What? Empty.
Could it be the invisible dish for fools or something?
I didn't make them. It's that old hag's fault for making Lisa do it.
You said it was homemade, but you asked your mother to do it.
And that way of referring to her.
Since there were no specifics about ingredients or dishes, all I could make was air grasped by hand. Ingrid always takes away all the food and seasonings from her parents' house.
That was just borrowing. I'm not taking them without permission.
Really? But they never seem to come back, do they?
Ingrid's parents are of the generation that started receiving pensions, right? How could you do this? It's just terrible.
They're my parents, so it's okay. The inheritance and the family home will be mine anyway.
There she goes, justifying herself.
Ingrid's family doesn't even greet properly. I guess we should forget about the arranged meeting between Ulysses and Sable.
Yo, I definitely can't marry into a family like this.
Damn it! I thought I could finally get rid of my high school dropout, unemployed Sable by pushing her onto your family. Well, if that's the case, I'll just have to take over the family home. That settles it. I'll pack up and move into my parents' house.
What nonsense are you spouting?
Oh, it'll be quicker if I move in. Aren't I smart?
Appalled by Ingrid's behavior, Greta and Ulysses said
goodbye
only to me and Noah before leaving. After seeing them off, we also headed home. When the day came that Ingrid's family said they would be moving, we went to my in-laws' house and found.
What do you mean for sale?
What do I mean? It's exactly what it says.
Right? Is there a problem?
Of course, there's a problem. How can you do this without telling me?
Exactly. Ingrid is the eldest daughter. You should have consulted her.
I literally packed all my room stuff into boxes.
Ingrid, your parents sold this house 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's already been sold, so only the new owners can live here now.
What should we do with these boxes?
I've already finished the procedures to terminate my apartment lease. Then, let us live at Noah's place. We have nowhere else to go.
That's a good idea. Noah's house is big and they don't have kids yet.
I want the sunniest room in Noah's house.
You can come to our old place, but it's under a new lease now. We've moved too.
What? Moved? What are you talking about?
We've decided to live together. It would be inconvenient for us otherwise.
That's right. We're cutting ties with Ingrid and her family for good.
So it's impossible for us and Ingrid's family to live together now.
Even if we hadn't moved, our house is too full of furniture and stuff to accommodate you. So, we must decline. Besides, Ingrid, you don't seem like you'd help with chores.
Excuse me. What should we do with these boxes? We have another job soon, so we need to hurry.
See, even the movers are getting troubled.
Yeah, are we just going to keep causing trouble like this?
It's all your responsibility. Always acting on your own.
Don't push that responsibility onto us.
Ingrid, Xavier, and Sable were in a panic when they realized they couldn't live in the house they had planned on. Shortly after, suddenly.
Ingrid, why are you so impulsive? Because you don't plan things properly, now we don't have a place to live. What are we going to do?
What do you mean? You were eager too, saying once we got the family home, we could sell it and buy a better place.
That was your idea in the first place.
Wow, Ingrid, you're really jumping the gun here.
Besides, the house is old, so it wouldn't sell for much anyway.
What's that, Noah? Don't act all high and mighty.
Don't take it out on me.
What are we going to do, Ingrid? We've already moved all our furniture out.
If we go to the real estate agent now, maybe they can cancel the termination?
It's too late for that. What now, Ingrid?
Excuse me, can we hurry this up, please?
Noah, let us stay at your place for a while.
I already told you, it's impossible.
What about the movers? They're waiting, you know?
Is it still going to be a while? This kind of thing is really inconvenient.
Well, what are you going to do?
What's the plan?
Arg. Fine. I'll go back to my old apartment. I'll sort out the cancellation of the termination and just move back in. Mover. For now, just go back to the apartment we first came from.
The three of them argued as they instructed the movers to return. However, Ingrid's family was still not satisfied with the situation.
Hey, why didn't you consult me if you were going to sell the house?
Exactly. Mom and Dad, you always favor Noah and Lisa.
If Lisa has a baby, you'll probably dote on it, won't you? I'm your granddaughter too, you know?
Right. You should also spoil Ingrid, buy her things she wants. Give her pocket money every time she visits. Isn't that what grandparents are supposed to do?
Why should we need to consult Ingrid in the first place?
And pocket money every visit? What are you talking about?
Ingrid, you specifically come during New Year's for gift money. Expecting money every time you visit is just unreasonable, isn't it?
That's not how a sensible adult thinks. Xavier, you know, you should be stopping her from saying such nonsense, right?
I'm just trying to protect what Ingrid is supposed to inherit from her parents.
What do you mean protect? You were just talking about selling it for money.
Well, that was Ingrid's idea first.
It doesn't matter who started it. Mom and Dad said. This house is where Ingrid and Noah grew up and left from. They kept it clean and cared for it, even with its steps and steep stairs.
And yet, every time you come, you make a mess, scatter things around. So, we thought it'd be better to sell it and move to a more convenient place. We grew up in this house, including you, Ingrid. Shouldn't you have cared for it a little more?
It seemed like Ingrid was only focused on inheriting the house and getting a large sum of money. Even though she was living a normal life without any particular debts, this mindset puzzled me, Noah, and our in-laws.
I do care about the house, but as the eldest daughter, inheriting it is natural, right? I should have that right now.
I remember looking at the marks on the pillar where your father marked how tall you and Noah grew, thinking, there was such a time. I have many memories, but those memories will always stay in my heart, so that's enough. That's why your father and I decided to sell it.
I was reminiscing a lot when we were packing up for the move, thinking Ingrid and Noah were so small once. But we don't need to keep the house as a physical reminder forever.
But I have a right to inherit this house.
Not really. Unless it's written in a will or something.
Ingrid, you know, both your mom and dad are still healthy and haven't even mentioned giving away the property before death. So why did you think that living in the family home would automatically mean you'd inherit it?
Well, I thought maybe if I lived here, it would naturally happen.
There's something about people who live in a house for a long time being more likely to inherit it, right?
Is there? I've never heard of such a thing.
How you all managed to move out without any basis is beyond me.
But I didn't expect you to sell it, so it's not my fault.
But more importantly, are you planning to stay here?
What do you mean?
The movers. You had them go back to your old apartment, right? You guys need to open the door for them to get in.
Oh, right, that. Going back again, what a hassle.
But you have to go back to continue your life, right?
Just returning to your original lifestyle shouldn't be a problem, should it?
In the end, Ingrid, Xavier, and Sable decided to return to their original apartment for the time being.
We're moving, but nothing changes for you, right?
Well, yes, but
But that's only if you can return, right?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing special, just wondering if you can go back since you mentioned something about a lease cancellation.
When did you submit the cancellation notice?
A few weeks ago, I think.
Oh dear, then you shouldn't waste time here and go back immediately.
Right. We have things to do too, so please leave. Actually, just leave.
It's getting cold. We should head back too.
Wait, before you go, can you cancel that disownment thing?
yes, please. We'd be in trouble if you really disowned us.
I don't want to miss out on New Year's gift money either.
Honestly, I'm speechless. The disownment stands. That's it. Meeting adjourned.
Why not? We're going back to the apartment, so it should be fine.
After all the nonsense you've said until now, we understand your true intentions very well.
Well, I guess as a family, you just have to keep living happily together, right?
We'll be going then. Take care.
Hurry up, don't cause any more trouble for the movers. Goodbye.
Ingrid, Xavier, and Sable hurriedly left with dissatisfied looks on their faces. The apartment they had originally lived in had already found a new tenant. They were told by the management company that it was according to the rental agreement, so they couldn't return to their former apartment. As a result, they had to sell most of their belongings and spent some time living in business hotels. During this period, they accrued debt due to delayed payments to the movers and their living expenses. Eventually, they were kicked out of the hotels for noise and messiness, leading to homelessness. Now, the three of them are reportedly living in a vacant lot in cardboard boxes. As for me,
The new house is really comfortable to live in.
Yes, it's so much easier without the steps.
Our house is just as good as this one, so you should come and visit us next time.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
please do. I'll make lots of your favorite dishes.
That's wonderful. I love Lisa's cooking.
Noah, you're a lucky man.
Thus, Noah, I, and our in-laws were happily living in our new homes. Being close to each other, we occasionally visited one another's homes for enjoyable chats. I wondered how much more lively it would be if we had children someday. Looking forward to such a future and seeing the smiles of Noah and our in-laws made me happy. I was grateful to spend time with my dear family and hoped that we would always live together in harmony. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more great content. Just click on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.